Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for Walker. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, reviews, re-reviews, topics, tier list, rankings, video game playthroughs for an hour, full playthrough, tier list, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And for those who sent them, thank you. I do appreciate it. So Walker wanted me to go through his rankings of the Candyman, the Hitcher, and the I Know What You Did Last Summer films. So sometimes he likes me to read these verbatim, so says a lot of mediocre films in these franchises and some movies at the bottom I don't care for. I almost include the Joyride movies because I really like the first Joyride, but I just decided to do these three franchises. So this is ranking of, again, all the I Knows, Hitchers, and Candyman. Hey, it's the month of horror. Makes sense to do something like that. So here we go. Number 11, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah, I could see that being bottom of the list material because it's a pretty useless film. It is technically the third film of the franchise. Went direct to video. It technically has the fisherman, because you find out that, oh, it's the spirit or whatever of the killer from the first two come back. And like the acting, the kills, a lot of like really generic lame shit to it. I did a review of the film for those who want to know more of my thoughts on it, but it's a horrible fucking film, yeah. Number 10, Candyman 3. Definitely understand that. Much cheaper looking than the first two. I thought the lead girl was terrible. Tony Todd was given really nothing to do. He barely had anything to say. I did like the guy. He was in Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. Was it Nick Corey? I believe he was in it. But then he like disappears halfway through and you never see him until the end of the film. So I'm like, wow, this guy's doing a decent job. Then he disappears because Candyman kidnaps him, which I thought was kind of weird. And yeah, I can't believe I got a special edition Blu-ray with features. I'm like, of all the films that did it, Candyman 3 was part of a franchise. Yeah, I know it's part of a franchise, but it's not like there's an individual Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 that has all the bells and whistles on it, like this fucking thing does. Just ridiculous. Number 9, The Hitcher 2, I've been waiting. Yeah, that would probably be much lower on the list for me. I mean, it's still pretty low, as he puts it. Some of the movies at the bottom I don't care for. The Hitcher 2 sucks. The Hitcher 2 is fucking garbage. I don't know what's worse, that or the remake, because The Hitcher 2, it's related to the first one, and they take C. Thomas Howell's character, and they do him dirty, then he gets killed, and then you're supposed to wonder if Jake Busey, is he the son of Rutger Hauer's character? Is he the reincarnation of Rutger Hauer's character? Something else? You never really know. And then Terry Weir has to deal with Jake Busey, which, I'm sorry, Rutger Hauer, Jake Busey. Rutger Hauer, Jake Busey. I don't hate Jay Busey, but it's a pretty fucking downgrade. Hitcher 2. And I've been waiting. Yeah, I've been waiting for my dick to get sucked, but she ain't coming till 10 p.m. And it's 8:45, so I better get this wrapped up. I've been waiting too. You don't hear me fucking bragging about it. Number 8, Candyman 2, Farewell to the Flesh. I disagree for it being that low. I would put it higher on the list. I liked it more than some of these other films up higher. It's okay. It's not a film I rewatch really ever again. But the acting isn't bad. Tony Todd is pretty decent. It's decently filmed. It does look a bit more theatrical compared with the third one. And it's not as irritating or as insulting as hell some of these ones afterward. So, I mean, Candyman 2 is there. It's okay. Number 7, the Hitcher remake. That would be near the bottom of the list. That to me is one of the worst remakes of all time. With Jacob's Ladder remake, Elm Street remake. I mean, that is one of the worst remakes of all time for me. I mean, I'd rather watch Candyman 2. I don't like Candyman 3, but I'd rather watch that than Hitcher remake. I don't like Always Though We Did Last Summer, but I'd rather watch that than the Hitcher remake. The Hitcher remake, I could do a fucking... One day I know someone's going to give me like a commentary request for that, because that everything about that film, because I love the original and that does everything wrong that the original did right. Suspenseful, it's got the music, the atmosphere, the look. Remake has none of that. One guy's isolated alone for most of it until he meets that girl. Here, it's a couple for most of the fucking movie. They don't show you the person being ripped apart, so it's more in your mind. It's more suspenseful that way. Here, they show it in shitty CGI. Oh, here's an action scene where he's killing the cops and the cars are flipping over. But you know what that needed? That needed 9 Inch Nails closer. So there's, I'm gonna fuck you like an animal, is playing while he's shooting down fucking helicopters. Because I needed that 9 Inch Nails song to be in the scene. That's what was missing. Rutger Hauer, Shaun the Beanie Baby. Rutger Hauer, Shaun the Beanie Baby. Let's have the girl who looks like she weighs 50 pounds go and walk away from an explosion slowly behind her like it's a fucking Michael Bay movie. And not even a good one, because I know Michael Bay produced this, because it was his fucking studio. And I wish I could remember, there was a making of, like one of those, I think they call it, was it EPKs? Like people do interviews on set, and they have like a little 5, 7, 10-minute thing. They try to put that with whatever cable channel, whatever, to market it. And they said something about the original, which rubbed me the wrong way. As if there was something about, I wish I could remember. They were talking a bit of shit about the original. I'm like, buddy, you have no room to talk. And this director, I don't know what the fuck this director did. He better just be doing, I don't know, doing dishes. Fuck the Hitcher remake. Number 6, I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025. I disagree with that being so high. I mean, Hitcher remake did Hitcher 2, I would say, is worse. What's worse, that or Candyman 3? Maybe Candyman... Maybe I Know What You Did Last Summer is probably worse because it's like insulting if you at all like the original. If you at all like the original, it's insulting. Because, oh yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character now went psycho for the dumbest fucking reason imaginable. That doesn't make a lick of fucking sense. What's interesting about that film, like, most of the people that die are just guys. Which is interesting when you think about it. Like, yeah, most of the people who die are just guys. Guess that was the thing that the female director wanted to put her 2 cents into. And it plays off like it's trying to be the original, but it fails, and the story is weak, the characters are fucking weak, the kills, you barely see anything. I mean, to be honest, they've never been the most gory of movies, to be fair. Although the second one had some bit of gore in it, to be honest. It's just a lazy fucking cash grab. That failed. Deserved it to fail. Number 5, I Still Know We Did Last Summer. It's a flawed movie. It's not a good movie, but there's some fun to be had if you parties making fun of it and stuff. You know, the Bahamas setting, Jeffrey Combs is the hotel manager. If you don't like Jack Black, his character just killed off. So there's that. Mekhi Phifer wasn't too bad. Freddie Prinze Jr., I thought was actually good for what kind of role he was supposed to play. Like, watching it again, I'm like, you know what, this is like a time waster. I've seen much worse. I could watch... If someone said, go watch I Still Know What You Did Last Summer again, I could do it. Would it be my first, second, or third choice, but I could do it. Number 4, the original I Know What We Did Last Summer. These top 4 are better than the rest. Well, yeah, because they're the top 4. That just makes sense, Walker. I mean, I don't mind the original I Know What You Did Last Summer. I haven't seen it in a while, but I don't mind the film. I don't love it. I like Scream more. I like Urban Legends more. I might even like Urban Legends Final Cut more. But I Know What You Did Last Summer, I like it more than Valentine. I like it more than Scream 2. I know people may disagree with that. That's fine. But I mean, yeah, I don't mind the location, the environment by the sea, and the fisherman outfit. I don't mind. I don't mind the actors. I thought they did well. Although Freddie Prinze Jr. probably the weakest of the 4. But I could deal with them. Yeah, it's one of those films that it doesn't really make me mad or bother me. I could watch it as a diversion. I think it's fine. It has its flaws, yes, but it's fine. Okay, so this is the biggest disagreement on the list for me. His number 3, because again, this is his list. So his 11, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. 10, Candyman 3. 9, Hitcher 2. 8, Candyman 2. 7, The Hitcher remake. 6, 2025's I Know What You Did Last Summer. 5, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. 4, I Know What You Did Last Summer, the original. 3, Candyman 2021. This is the biggest disagreement I have with this list. That should be near the bottom of the list. I would rather watch Candyman 3. I'd rather watch Candyman 2. I'd rather watch... I Know What You Did Last Summer sucks. I'd rather watch it than Candyman is insulting, and I would say flat out fucking racist in a way. It's so politically driven, and that just pisses me off. And you just say, well, the original Candyman has some, yeah, and a manageable level, but still at the end of the day its roots were Dracula. That kind of lore, way Tony Todd played it. Be my victim. You know, that old school Universal monster movie. But from the beginning, where it's like the cops killed the black people, and the white people need to die, and we're gonna have multiple Candymen, even though it was Tony Todd for 3 fucking movies throughout many years, from what was it, 18 something when his character died, to being in fucking, the original Candyman, to the sequels. There weren't other people play. There was Tony Todd, but now, there's multiple Candyman, or Candyman. Anybody can be Candyman. I'm like, no, Tony. What makes him? Whatever. And then the guy at the end is like, I'm gonna use Candyman and kill all the white people. Well, I should say all the white racist people. So at the end, I guess he's now a vigilante. Because the girl called Candyman, but she doesn't get killed, even though the whole idea is that if you call Candyman, you die. If you call Candyman, you're the one that gets killed. But apparently not, because she called Candyman, but she's the only one who lives. Tell them. Yeah, tell them that if there's a racist person, call Candyman, he'll kill him for you. Kill all the racist people. Kill all the white people. I'm like, this is what the fuck? This is what they're doing? And the lead guy was fucking boring. He got bit and his fucking hands going crazy. He doesn't go to a fucking doctor ever. He's stupid. He doesn't think, maybe I should go to a doctor for this. There's barely any kills, and the few there are, you don't see shit. So it's not satisfying or fun or anything as a slasher film. It takes forever for it to get going. It wants to be the sequel to the first film, but not really, because the end of the first film was Virginia Madsen being the new spirit and killing her husband. Remember, it's like, oh yeah, it's a sequel, but we're going to ignore the very end of Candyman. But hey. I hate that fucking movie. That deserves to be I would not put that number 3. I Know What You Did, the original, I Still Know What You Did, I put above it. Candyman 2, I put above it. Even 3, so disagree on that. Then he says, I love these top 2 movies. Number 2, the original Hitcher. Number 1, Candyman, the original. I like both. Both are great. The original Candyman I do like. I put a little bit lower. Not too much lower, though. Definitely a movie that creeped me out. I mean, the whole scene where it's the flashback where the kid got his genitals ripped out pretty much and he's screaming at the bathroom stall and the blood. That was definitely a creepy scene when I saw it back in the day. The environment, Tony Todd's performance was really good, as was Virginia Madsen's. The kill scenes felt vicious, they felt intense. When Tony Todd kills a guy, then he escapes out the window, and the way that was shot, where he's like, phew, just really eerie, and you really fell for the character because, yeah, no one's going to believe her, but we know she's telling the truth, but you feel even more tragic about her state of affairs. I guess no tears and for her in the remake where she fucking died saving a baby, but she's looked at as, isn't that pretty fucking tragic? Here's this woman who was innocent, who didn't murder anyone. Candyman did. She saved a baby. But you guys didn't say anything and let her take the rap, so her name is now trash and as a killer. If someone has a grudge, it'd be fucking her spirit. But we're not going to mention any of that because that'd be against our political shit. Anyway. See, the original Candyman I don't have to talk about because it was there in the flashback with Candyman, the Tony Todd character, and the way he died and how he died. So it's there for you to think about and feel bad for. but it wasn't the entire set piece. It wasn't the entire meal. It was a morsel of the meal that you could eat and taste and think about and sink in, but it wasn't the whole goddamn meal. There was a lot more to it than that in the original. But the original The Hitcher is easily my favorite of all these. It's his number 2, it'd be my number 1. I love The Hitcher. I think it's a fantastic film. I think it's a wonderful film. I saw the first time, I remember on VHS tape. I got it from can't remember. Might have been the store that was around the area I lived at called On Q. And went, okay, I've heard the title, but the cover kind of looked weird because it's, someone, the eyes and the rear view mirror, and okay, what's this about? Then I popped it in, and from the get-go, I'm like, wow, the music's very eerie. The look of the film is captivating. And then picked it up, and you picked up Rutger Hauer, and Rutger Hauer just, your eyes can't keep off him. He's got this presence to him and this aura of uneasiness, and when he's talking, and the way he says, oh yeah, that guy, he's the guy that picked me up. I don't think he walked far. I don't think he traveled far. And he's just staring at C. Thomas, and the camera doesn't cut away. And we're just waiting for the guy to ask, how come? Because I cut off his legs, and his arms, and his head. And I'm going to do the same to you. And then you see Thomas Howell's reactions, like how any of us would react. I'm like, okay, this is a way to really grab the audience and get them hooked. And then throughout it, just the cat and mouse game between the two. Enthralling. Great performances by both. So yeah, I really enjoy. I still have not looked at the release I got, because I just haven't had time. I need to sit down and do it. But yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch that the first time. I still remember that and love it to this day. I love The Hitcher. But I'll go on for 30 minutes on my love for The Hitcher. One of my favorites. So yeah, I mean, Hitcher, Candyman being the top 2 makes sense. Again, his Hitcher, the original was number 2, and Candyman number 1. I mean, if I did a list of this, I don't know. I mean, the Hitcher would be number 1. Candyman, the original, would be number 2. So, we'd just be switched. Number 3, I know we did last summer. Number 4, I still know we did last summer. Number 5, Candyman 2. Number 6. Number 6, we'll put Candyman 3. Number 7, we'll put... Oh, wait. For me, it'd be Hitcher 1, OG. OG came in 2. I know what you did last summer, OG 3. I still know what you did 4. Came into 5. I guess Candyman 3 would be 6. Jesus. God, that's 5 more. That's pretty fucking bad 5. Number 7, I'll always know we did last summer. Number 8, I'll put I know we did last summer, 2025. Number 9, I would put Candyman 2021. Number 10, I would put the Hitcher remake. And number 11, I put Hitcher 2. But that could go, I could flip that too. I'm just going to say Hitcher 2 now because it relates to the first one. And it's an insulting sequel. But you ask me another day, I just say the remake is the worst one. So I go back and forth on that. But I despise those two movies. So with that said, thanks for watching. Thanks once again, Walker, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.